Hey everyone! Today we're going to do some gentle stretches for the shoulder and the neck. You can do these standing or sitting down. So first, let's take a few big breaths in, filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest, and then breathe out through the mouth. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. And start to roll the shoulders back and down. Really scrunch them up to the ears and then roll back. And other way, roll them forward. Just finding that range of motion in the shoulders, waking everything up. And then let's start to make some bigger arm circles. Reach them back. And other way. And then reach those arms out to the side, take a big stretch. Clap those hands together and we're gonna reach over to the side. And then up and over to the other side. Come back to center, release those shoulders. Give them a little shake out. We're gonna bring the hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders up and back. And then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. We're really focusing on giving the left side of the head a nice big stretch out. But we're not pulling too hard on the head. If you want a little bit more, you can take your right hand. You can bring it on top of your head. Very gentle. Let's take a big breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. And then turn the gaze down towards the ground. Your hand can come to the back of your head. This just kind of changes the position in the neck that we are stretching. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Drop your right hand. And then finally turn the gaze up towards the ceiling. So we're now stretching more in the front of the neck. So you might be feeling a stretch through your arms and shoulders. Let's take a big breath in and let it out. Bring the gaze back to center. Jiggle those shoulders around, and then we're gonna bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop your right shoulder away. And you can stay here, or you can take that left hand and gently place it on top of your head. Make sure you're not yanking anything. Just letting gravity do the stretch for you. Let's take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And then gently turn the gaze down towards the ground. Bring the hand to the back of your head. Feeling that stretch more in the back of your neck, maybe down into your shoulder. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And drop the left hand and rotate the gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bring the gaze back to center nice and slow. Jiggle around the shoulders and let's give them a nice big roll back. We're gonna reach those arms up. Take a big breath in. And we're gonna bend the right elbow so that your hand is reaching in between your shoulder blades. And then with your left hand, just hold on to your elbow. So we're feeling a stretch right in here. And keep breathing. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Reach both arms up. Take a big stretch. And then the left elbow's gonna bend. You're gonna reach that left hand right into the center of your shoulder blades and maybe grab onto your elbow with your right hand. Take a big breath in, feeling like you're expanding across the chest. And a big breath out. Reach both arms up, big stretch. Sparkle your fingers, reach those shoulders up to your ears. Big breath in, and then exhale, relax. Shake it out. Now we're gonna cross the right arm in front, like we're going to give ourselves a nice big hug. The left hand is going to hold and hug the right arm into your body. We're feeling a stretch on the outside of the shoulder. Keeping the shoulders in line. Take a big breath. And then reach those arms out, big stretch. And cross the left arm over. Right hand's gonna hug that left arm in. Drop the left shoulder so that the shoulders are in one nice long line. See if you can sit up a little bit taller. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Reach those arms out, big stretch. And give it a little jiggle. All right. We are gonna grab a yoga strap now. If you don't have a yoga strap, super easy. You can use a pair of pants and fold the pants in half, hold one end on each. So we're gonna take our strap, our pair of pants. You could use a scarf, any kind of piece of cloth or rope, just something you can hold on to that's nice and long. We're gonna hold our arms out, hold whatever you're holding about shoulder distance apart. Now keep pulling the belly button in, reach those arms up. Big breath in, exhale, reach them down. Inhale, reach it up, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach it down this time, round your back, bend your knees if you're standing. Inhale, reach it up, pull the belly button in, and exhale to round. Let's go one more time. Reach up. See it? You can really find a bit of extension, and then exhale to round. Beautiful. Inhale, reach both arms up, standing nice and tall this time, flat back, and we're gonna reach over to the right. Come back to center. Reach over to the left. Come back to center. Now we're gonna slide our arms along our strap or a pair of pants so that we're holding wider than our shoulders. So we can start to make some big arm circles. Exhale, bring those arms down in front. Inhale, reach them back up. We're gonna bring them behind our head, just as far as feels good for you. So your range of motion might not be the same as mine. And then bring them back up and over. Now, if there's any spots that feel really sticky or sore, feel free to hold your arms there and just enjoy that stretch. For me, it's kind of right here. I feel it in the bottom of my armpits. And I like just to hold it there. And keep going back and forth. We'll go 3 more times. Just like that. Perfect. And keep breathing. And let's go one more time. And then bring those arms back up towards the ceiling. We're going to find that side bend again. Reaching over to the right. Center. Over to the left. Center. Over to the right. Once again, this time we're going to rotate the chest up towards the ceiling. So really feel that expansion across the chest. Come back to center. All the way over to the left, using your core strength to move you. Rotate up, lifting the chest. And come back to center. Let's go one more time, each side. Spiraling open. And center. Up and over. Looking up. And come back to center. Gently bring those arms down. Drop whatever you're holding. Give it out your arms a full little shake out. Roll the shoulders back. And we're going to come down onto our hands and knees into a tabletop for a few final stretches here. So I'm going to come down into my tabletop position. You can bring any kind of extra padding you want underneath your knees or your wrists. Your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Beautiful. We're going to get a bit more into the shoulder blades and into the spine here. So I'm going to reach my left arm up towards the ceiling and then exhale, throw it underneath the right shoulder, coming into a nice twist. Now, you can stay here if that's enough for you, or maybe see if you can bring your head down to the mat or the floor. Your bum is up nice and high. Wiggle your right hand away so you've got lots of space to stretch here. And then try to take some deep breaths. We're trying to breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. You can close your eyes. Let's take one more big deep breath. Inhale. And full exhale. Now plant that right hand down again so you can push yourself up, and we're going to unwind completely, bringing the left arm all the way back up towards the ceiling. And exhale, release it down. All right, other side. Flip around so you can see me. Right arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling. Big breath, inhale, expand across your chest, and then exhale, bring it underneath the left shoulder. Remember, you can stay with your head lifted up off the ground if that's enough of a stretch for you, or you can really reach your right fingers a little bit more and see if you can bring your head down towards the ground. You could also bring your head down to a pillow if you like. Now my bum is still up in the air. I'm going to wiggle my left hand away so I've got lots of space here. And press your arms down into the ground and feel that stretch in the shoulder blades. Take a few big breaths here. See if you can breathe into the space between your shoulder blades and find a bit more room there. Let's take one more big breath here. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. Left hand is going to squish down into the floor or your mat so that you can unwind your right arm completely, reaching it up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Take a big breath in, find a bit of length in the spine, and give your bum a little shake. Side to side. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then exhale, we're gonna round the spine, pull the belly button in, and sit the hips back to the heels. You can take your knees up nice and wide here. And then see if we can reach your head down towards the ground, or you can bring it down onto a pillow. Now this is our child's pose. We're just gonna take one big breath here, filling up the back. Exhale, release. See if you can melt your chest down a little bit more. And then wiggle your fingertips a little bit further away from you. We're going to bend the elbows and then bring one hand to the back of the neck and then the other. So the hands are stacked. Walk your elbows away from you and feel that stretch in the armpits and the underside of the shoulders. Just take a few big breaths here in our last pose for the shoulders. Let's take one more big deep breath. And exhale, release. Stretch those arms back out. And just take one more breath here. Slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming onto your knees. Head is the last thing to come up. And we're going to roll those shoulders back. Sitting up nice and tall. Stretch the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Let's take one big breath in through the nose. And then exhale, let it out through the mouth. Nice and loud. Give yourself a little shake. Thank you so much for joining. I hope your shoulders and your neck and your head feel great. Namaste.